Hello, my name is Josh. I'll be presenting for Group 8 and we'll be talking about A-B testing and backcasting. A-B testing is a method that can be used to test two UI designs on a live website. It can be as simple as just changing a button's color or the size and position of an element, or as large as adding and modifying a bunch of new elements. Even the smallest change can drastically affect how a user will respond and interact with an interface. And so, we track how the user interacts with the interface by logging button clicks, how long they spend on the page, etc. We use this data to determine what will be the best use for our goal, which typically might be conversion rates for some advertisement a company might have put out for the product on their website. Most importantly, it should be noted that both pages are live, but a user will only see one version of the page, and each user will have a chance to receive either page A or B, but not both. It would be bad if they could click a link and see the different interface because of the introduction of that new UI element, and that won't exist in the future, and that also may serve to confuse the user if, of course, they see the same page. So let's take a look at an example. A nonprofit for abused animals sent out some advertisements and noticed a very small conversion rate for the number of visitors they are getting from their advertisement. Currently, their website only contains information about their organization, what they stand for, where the money goes, and how to donate. The company comes up with a hypothesis that perhaps they should show some credibility using testimonials to encourage people to donate, and maybe to also clarify to the user that they aren't just some scam fake nonprofit company. So they add their second page for A/B testing and add pieces of information to prove that their nonprofit is in fact real. Everything after that, whether or not it really did help their company, will be determined by the data analysts and if the conversion rate is in fact better than when the users visited the second page versus the first. Now, let's talk about backcasting. Backcasting is a planning tool that, as the name might suggest, starts with looking at what we see as the end product and work backwards to individual pieces and features into what we currently have. The process is also fairly simple. First, we clarify the issue and what we want to focus on. In other words, the problem. Next, we define the ideal world where this problem does not exist because of the thing we are going to create. Next, we start thinking about how we're going to reach this ideal world with this program and all of its features, identifying any issues that may come up as each feature is expanded upon. And finally, we're going to select the best course of action to solve the goal and meet the end game in a feasible fashion. Here's an example case for backcasting. So imagine a person or company that wants to do something about climate change. And their goal is to create a website to spread awareness about the issue in form of some discussion forum. They will now create some sort of visualization, perhaps some sort of chart or node graph, to highlight each feature or step in the middle process. So, as they find each step starting from the future, they will probably think along the lines of, well, in order to get people talking, I need good search engine optimization so my discussion forum actually has people talking and educating each other on climate change. But in order to actually have any search engine optimization, I of course would need to have a good landing page so that people can get interested. And of course, a landing page is useless if I don't even have a discussion forum itself. The forum should also have an existing discussion category so multiple topic types don't just get cluttered on the same page. I also need to program this, so what frameworks exist? Are they in languages I know? Are they easy to use? And which frameworks are going to actually be the most feasible to make this forum with? In other words, this person will have to make sacrifices, perhaps one framework they'll know really well, whereas another framework is way more suited to building this kind of website. As they come up with each step, they will place it on the chart or the node graph, which connects their end goal to the current state. Once all their steps are up there and it's all connected, they would choose the best option, and then finally they would start the action phase and start the implementation. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in.